EYL University, online platform that we created over 2 years ago, which has grown to be one of the largest communities online. Hands-on education. We do weekly classes. We do weekly investing trading sessions. Shout out to Chris. We do monthly financial planning calls. We do book club, movie club, real estate calls with MG the mortgage guy. The whole community that we've been able to assemble. So we do with these what's called open enrollment. So the last Wednesday of the month, we open it up and we put it on YouTube, and it's just kind of peek into the window of what we do on a weekly, pretty much a daily basis at EYL University. So it's something that we try to just, like I said, show people exactly what's going on. If you're interested, then you can join EYL University. The biggest, everything we do is the biggest. So today's is something that's extremely timely. And now put a post up last week about Joe Biden's student loan forgiveness program plan. And it was very well received. It got like over 500,000 views. So what I talked about was his plan to forgive $10,000 of student loans if you make under $125,000, and up to $20,000 for Pell Grant recipients that fit the same income criteria. So being that, that's something that's fresh out the news and is time sensitive as well, we thought that it would be a good topic to cover tonight. So reached out to who is a student loan specialist, we call her student loan doctor. She's a EYL alumni, and she actually just came from InvestFest. She did InvestFest.
Yes, she was.
So anybody that was at InvestFest and got to see her talk, she gave a bunch of information. Actually, was able to go up there by herself and speak for about 45 minutes. Had a presentation, had a booth in InvestFest also. So anytime that we get a chance to connect with Sonia is good. So this is going to be one of those very, very informative conversations. I'm sure that she'll provide a ton of information, and also at the end we'll be answering some questions, because I'm pretty sure that a lot of people have questions in regards to student loans, and if you don't have a question, then you might be able to learn from somebody else's question. So that's something that definitely looking forward to. Sure.
There are 43 million people who have student loan debt, and I'm talking about all of us, because I am one of the us. I have student loan debt, so even I have questions, right? Because things change, and every time change happens, there needs to be new explanations. So I got some questions. Hopefully we can get some answers. I've read a lot about it just because I'm interested. I'm actually going through the process myself. If you listen to our episode, which probably like over a year ago, I had applied for loan forgiveness, just being in public service, working for 13 years, 10 of them being in the inner city. You qualify for loan forgiveness after, I think, 120 payments. So I had met the criteria. I felt like Isaiah Thomas, though, with the Jordan thing. I don't know what I met the criteria to be accepted, but I was not accepted. And now that there's new changes, I get to apply again. So hopefully I'll fit the criteria and have complete loan forgiveness, not just the 10,000, which I don't think I qualify for anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, man. So it's going to be an interesting night. I'm looking forward to it.
So, all right. So we'll get this started in 1 minute. But before, just wanted to make an announcement. I think Sonia's there. So we are having something really, really big in New York City next week that we're very, very excited about for the first time ever. They let the financial guys in the fashion world. So, we've been big on fashion for a long time. We always, we talk about fashion a lot. So we're doing a show at New York Fashion Week.
Yeah.
Monumental. Shout out to Ally for sponsoring that, and shout out to United Masters for partnering with us on that. So yeah, the first ever, we're bringing financial literacy to the world of fashion. It's a surprise as far as like what's going to happen in the show, because we want to keep everything kind of secret and in the moment. But it's going to be super dope for sure. And you can RSVP if you want to attend. Space is extremely limited, but
say that part again.
Yeah, for sure. Try to get there early.
Please, advised.
Hey, what's going on?
Sonia.
So
hey guys.
How's it going?
What's going
on? How you doing? I was just making
Amazing.
an announcement. We're having a show at New York Fashion Week, so I'm kind of excited about that. But the last thing I'll say before I hand over the baton is, for that New York Fashion Week, another thing that we just announced just now is that we're gonna have something exclusive for EYL University members on Thursday. On Thursday, we're having all-day education workshop where we're bringing some of the top minds in fashion world to come talk about their career journey, to educate people on the world of fashion, about career opportunities in fashion. So that's going to be, so Friday's going to be the show, but Thursday is going to be the all day education. And the Thursday part is only going to be for EYL University people. So I'll put that link. Maybe we could put that link in the Zoom.
Yeah.
And then we'll also put that link in the Facebook group if you want to,
I'll do it right now.
if you want to attend that. But if you do want to attend that EYL University, make sure you sign up early because it's on a first come, first serve basis as far as that's concerned. But that's going to be a really, really dope education into the world of fashion. If you're interested in business and fashion and different things of that nature. So, all right. So let's get into this. Sonia, without further ado, I want to hand the baton over to you and let you do your thing.
I'm excited to be here. I had to tell the captain to pull me up right to the gate and have a suite for you guys. So listen, these announcements that we're about to share today, and thank you so much for having me on here, are so major. And I want to make sure that we take our time and walk through the information. I do want to start with what's happening per Biden's updates. More information just came out today, so I'm really, really excited to share that. And guys, my biggest concern is that we're putting out all this quality information, but people still may miss the application that's attached to it, if that makes sense. So we really, really want to get into that conversation and hopefully have a really great Q&A tonight as well. So first thing first, if anybody's taking notes, I'm going to just break some things down and then we'll get into it. The application for the $10,000 or $20,000 that Biden is giving out is going to be released in about 4 weeks. So it's really, really important to note in about 4 weeks, we're going to see it be released. I'm going to talk about some barriers to receiving that money in just a second. But it is going to be via an application. So I don't want people to think that 10,000 or 20,000 is magically going to appear in their account. It's just not. There has to be an application completed. The quickest way, a cheat sheet, if you will, to knowing how much money you're going to get is if you log into studentaid.gov. So studentaid.gov, log in, and you're going to click your dashboard. Well, guys, when they log in, they're going to see two circles or one. If you see a blue circle, that represents your student loans. A green circle represents the Pell Grant. Now, not a lot of us remember if we received Pell Grant in college. Like, do you guys remember that? Like, you might or might not, but depending on how old you are, I know we don't look that old, you know. I was like, did I get the Pell Grant? I'm like, did you get it? So we have these conversations like, no. So that's number one. So log in and see if you see two circles. And it just goes like this. If you see a green circle, if you see two circles, you see a green circle, you're most likely going to be eligible for the 20K. If you log in and you only see a blue circle, meaning you did not receive a Pell Grant, then you're going to only be eligible for 10K. It's just as simple as we could do it. So two circles, 20K, one circle, 10K. And don't worry about what's in the circles, okay? Now, the next thing is, these are the important numbers. You have to have earned less than $125,000 for 2020 or 2021. So they're going to look at your adjusted gross income for 2020, 2021, and the number is 125,000. If you are married, filed jointly, the number goes up to 250,000. So it's just as simple as that. Going by your, some people didn't file 2021 taxes, right? So they're going by your 2020. Somebody said, well, what if I didn't file those? You need to go file them. So, and you have just as simple as that. And then write this down, guys. You have up to a year to receive this this money. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, Troy and Shada, I wouldn't wait a year. Okay, because we know that government programs change every day. So you should not wait a year. You have up to a year. The next thing is, you're probably thinking, well, how do I know, if I'm going to receive this money, if I, have a circle and I made less than 125? Here's the last caveat. Now, this part's a little bit more trickier, so I'm going to try to explain it through. You're going to have to figure out if you have direct loans or FFEL loans. So the Family Federal Education Loan Program is not sponsored through the government. The government makes no money for everyone that has an FFEL loan. About 8 million Americans have FFEL loans. So about 8 million people, if they don't consolidate ASAP, they will not get this money, or they're not going to get as much money if they only have FFEL loans. And if they have a mixture, they would get the money that applied to their direct loans. But if you only have FFEL loans, you will get no money. I know that sounds really tricky, so let me say it again. You must have direct loans for the money to be applied towards your loan account. All right. And if we were like in a super live session, I would say type got it if you got it, right?